What's up everybody, Navdeep here, and let me tell you, I am so hyped to be taking you guys with me on this insane journey. We're about to drop into the heart of Scandinavia, Denmark. Get ready to explore epic castles, Viking history, and some seriously stunning landscapes. Over the next few days, we're hitting up the top 5 places you absolutely have to see in Denmark. So buckle up, smash that like button, and let's get this adventure started. Alright, we're kicking things off in Copenhagen, the capital of Denmark, and let me tell you, this place is straight out of a storybook. First up, we're hitting Nyhavn Harbor, probably the most iconic spot in the city. Imagine rows of colorful buildings, old wooden ships bobbing in the water, and a sky that seems to stretch on forever. Of course, no trip to Copenhagen is complete without a visit to Tivoli Gardens. This amusement park is over 175 years old, and it's like stepping into a world of pure magic. We're talking roller coasters, carousels, gardens bursting with flowers, and at night the whole place lights up like something out of a dream. It's no wonder they say Copenhagen is one of the happiest cities in the world. Next up, we're diving into some history with a visit to Rosenborg Castle. Built in the Dutch Renaissance style, it's like stepping back in time. We're talking ornate towers, grand halls filled with royal treasures, and stories of kings and queens echoing through the centuries. And speaking of history, we can't forget about the Little Mermaid statue. This iconic bronze sculpture has been perched on a rock in the harbour for over a century, inspired by Hans Christian Andersen's famous Fairytale. But Copenhagen isn't just about fairy tales and history. This city is also a hub of modern design and innovation. We're talking sleek architecture, cutting-edge restaurants, and a vibe that's both stylish and sustainable. From the colourful houses of Nyhavn to the thrilling rides at Tivoli Gardens, Copenhagen has something for everyone. And with its unique blend of history, modernity, and pure Scandinavian charm, it's a city that will stay with you long after you've said farvel. Alright guys, get ready because we're heading north to a place where the land literally ends and two seas collide. We're talking about Skagen, the northernmost point of Denmark. And trust me, this place is unlike anywhere else I've ever been. Imagine standing on a beach, the sand stretching out before you, and seeing the waves of the North Sea crashing into the Baltic Sea right in front of your eyes. It's like something out of a movie, this surreal meeting point where two different worlds collide. But Skagen isn't just about the sea. This place is also home to some of the most unique landscapes in Denmark. We're talking rolling sand dunes that seem to stretch on forever, wind-swept beaches dotted with colorful fishing boats, and a light that's unlike anything I've ever seen. It's no wonder that Skagen has inspired artists for centuries, its ethereal light capturing the imagination and drawing people back time and time again. We're making our way to the buried church, a testament to the relentless power of nature. Once a towering structure, the sand dunes slowly engulf the church, leaving only the tower visible above the sand. And speaking of haunting beauty, we can't forget about the Rubjerg Knude Lighthouse. This abandoned lighthouse stands precariously atop a cliff, slowly being consumed by the sea. We're talking about climbing to the top for panoramic views of the coastline, feeling the wind whipping through our hair and watching the waves crash against the shore below. As we explore the charming town of Skagen, we're struck by the unique atmosphere. It's a place where time seems to slow down, where the pace of life is dictated by the rhythm of the sea. What's up everybody, we're in Aalborg. This city is a mix of old and new, with a Viking heart beating beneath its modern exterior. First up, we're stepping back in time at Aalborg Castle. This fortress has seen it all, Viking raids, royal power struggles, you name it. We're talking about walking through its ancient gates, exploring the well-preserved ramparts, and imagining the battles that raged within these very walls. But Aalborg isn't stuck in the past. This city is buzzing with a youthful energy, thanks in part to its large student population. We're talking about checking out the cool cafes and bars, browsing the independent shops and soaking up the vibrant atmosphere. And let's not forget about the street art. Aalborg is a canvas for creativity, with colorful murals and installations popping up all over the city. And speaking of vibrant, we can't miss the Aalborg waterfront. This revitalized area is a hive of activity, with trendy restaurants, bars, and cultural spaces lining the water's edge. We're talking about grabbing a beer at a waterfront bar, watching the boats go by, and soaking up the sun. But for me, the real magic of Aalborg lies in its ability to seamlessly blend its Viking heritage with its modern outlook. Get ready to step back in time because we're about to hit up Ribe, the oldest town in Denmark, and I'm talking Viking era old. This place is like walking through a living museum with cobblestone streets, half-timbered houses, and stories whispering from every corner. First up, we're diving straight into the heart of Ribe with a visit to Ribe Cathedral. This towering structure dominates the skyline, a testament to the town's rich history. We're talking about stepping inside, feeling the weight of centuries pressing down on us, and gazing up at the stained glass windows, each one telling a story. Next, we're venturing into the Ribe Vikinger Center, a living history museum that takes you straight back to the Viking Age. We're talking about strolling through a reconstructed Viking village, complete with houses, workshops, and even a longship. You can practically hear the clang of swords and smell the smoke from the blacksmith's forge. But Ribe isn't just about the Vikings. This town is also renowned for its charming atmosphere and its well-preserved medieval architecture. We're talking about wandering through the narrow streets, popping into quaint shops and cafes, and soaking up the unique ambience. All right, folks, get ready to be blown away because we're heading to Bornholm, an island paradise in the Baltic Sea. This place is Denmark's best-kept secret. Think dramatic cliffs, pristine beaches, and forests straight out of a fairy tale. First up, we're hitting up Hammershus Castle, the largest castle ruin in Northern Europe. Perched on a cliff top overlooking the sea, this medieval fortress is straight out of a history book. We're talking about exploring the crumbling walls, imagining the battles that raged here centuries ago, and soaking up the breathtaking views of the coastline. Next, we're diving into Bornholm's natural beauty with a visit to Duodde Beach. We're talking about sinking our toes into the softest, whitest sand you've ever felt. This place is famous for its fine-grained sand, so fine that it was once used for hourglasses. But Bornholm isn't just about castles and beaches. This island is also home to charming towns, ancient round churches, and a unique artistic community. We're talking about renting bikes and cycling through picturesque villages, stopping at local craft shops and art galleries, and maybe even trying some of the island's famous smoked herring. As we explore Bornholm, we're struck by the island's unique blend of rugged beauty and laid-back charm. And that's a wrap on Denmark. From the fairy-tale streets of Copenhagen to the windswept beaches of Skagen, from the Viking history of Aalborg to the ancient charm of Ribe and the island paradise of Bornholm, this journey has been nothing short of incredible. I've been blown away by the stunning landscapes, the rich history, and the warm hospitality of the Danish people. Until next time, keep exploring, keep dreaming, and keep those travel vibes alive. See you on the next journey.